Chapter 6 The Truth. I heard that the Chu family is notoriously nosy. This is probably his territory. ᎢℋᎪNN's expression is no longer as alert as before, even with a hint of cold sarcasm. What do you know? I know a lot, I said, sitting down on the seat no matter whether it was dirty or not, and tossing the tattered old book aside. For example, there was no ᎢℋᎪN in this school before. He appeared out of nothing, but no one was surprised. For example, Shang Shu has been having the same nightmare these days, and after that, people died one after another. He looked at me coldly. Who is she? I asked. I thought that the head of the Chu family was omnipotent and omniscient. ᎢℋᎪN curled his lips. Who am I? Who is she? Who am I? Who is she? It turned out that among my thousands of guesses, the final confirmation was the one that I least hoped to happen. The ancients said, "May this life be gentle forever, and butterflies do not envy the fairyland." I originally thought that this was just a sentence in ᎢℋᎪNN after all. It was live on the stage for people to have fun after tea and dinner. Thousands of years ago, there was a pair of daring Bingdilian, who embraced each other for more than 100 years, transformed into human form, and their love was unwavering. That's all. Even the emperor and the queen have to turn a blind eye, but they don't know what ghosts are fascinated by their minds. They actually carried them to Lingshan to steal the legendary elixir that can live forever and have been cursed for thousands of years. If they want to covet immortality, they will suffer the pain of reincarnation all their lives, and hundreds of generations will not end well. I raised my head. You saved the memory. And she is the one who bears the curse of life. There was an expression on ᎢℋᎪN's face that he couldn't tell whether it was resentment or something else, and the corners of his mouth raised an arc unnaturally. I would like to ask the master of the Chu family, if we are to accept this pair. What about cursing something unknown? What will happen to Shang Shu? I was silent for a long time before I asked slowly. ᎢℋᎪN seemed to show a sarcastic smile. What do you think will happen? The so-called sacrifice is to use a special medium to stimulate the maximum negative emotions and even evil thoughts on the sacrifice, and then let them bear these and die on behalf of the person targeted by the evil thoughts in their hearts. Replacing life and death at will, this is an unacceptable sorcery. And Shang Shu's nightmare is precisely because the limit has been reduced. Those who maliciously target her are ᎢℋᎪN's masterpiece, for the love that has been accumulated for thousands of years. However, with love as the starting point, can you hurt unrelated people casually? Even if those people have all the bad feelings for her, such as the common jealousy of human beings? I am from the Chu family. I am from the Chu family. As far as I know, ᎢℋᎪN said almost word by word, the inheritance in the blood of the Chu family does not allow you to turn a blind eye to this kind of injury that violates any natural law in the world. So, have you figured out how to deal with us? Shang Shu did nothing wrong. He said coolly, your best friend, one of your closest roommates, will die a miserable death next month when the full moon is full because you prevented me from completing the last 2 sacrifices. Even if I don't stop you and let her live this life in peace, the curse will continue in the next life. Are you still going to kill 4 innocent people as sacrifices in the next life? What about the next life? Eternal life. ᎢℋᎪN, in this world, no one deserves to be a pig-like being slaughtered to worship their ancestors. Is this what you call love? He was provoked and looked at me fiercely. You don't understand anything at all. As long as she is safe, what does it have to do with me if someone else is a pig or a dog? I looked deeply at this calm and elegant man. His hair was blown up by the high wind, and his eyes were full of bloodshots. Shang Shu said, I believe that there is still love that lasts until death. Chu Ling, do you believe it? Do I believe it? ᎢℋᎪN, prove it to me. I handed him the book in my hand. Look at the 4th page from the bottom. He took it suspiciously. His pupils shrank instantly. This is. I stood up and left without saying a word. End of chapter 6.